Let's see what happens in the next days, a few days still remaining on the calendar by the IEBC. Let's move on now. So Deputy President William Ruto has blamed state capture and deep-vested commercial interests in the government for the raging fuel crisis and the high cost of living, insisting President Uhuru Kenyatta could have done better to avert the crisis. Now, this is not the first time that Ruto has criticized the same government where he serves as a second in command. But how sincere is Deputy President William Ruto, and how much further can he stretch his criticism of the government? Murimi Mwangi explores.
Confronted with queries on his competence and commitment to official duties as the country's second in command, Deputy President William Ruto has had a consistent answer.
Mimi si kuchaguliwa kuuza ice cream, mimi nilichaguliwa kutatua matatizo ya wananchi.
But come the fuel shortage crisis marked by nationwide frustration and endless questions on government's efforts to restore fuel to the pumps, and Ruto had somewhere to point the accusing finger.
The current state of affairs is a clear manifestation of the vestiges of the conflict of interest and state capture that is now pervasive in all sectors of our economy.
Yet on several occasions, Ruto has also taken credit for government initiatives during the post-March 9th, 2018 truce between his boss President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, during which period Ruto ironically claims to have been edged out by agents of state capture and a compromised opposition. Case in point being on the 9th of April 2020 in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, when Ruto elaborately took stock of intervention measures President Kenyatta had previously announced after several high-level deliberative meetings, to which Ruto was conspicuously missing in action.
We consult regularly, almost daily, with the President and all the other ministers that are carrying out the various tasks. The responsibility we are discharging here is because we believe in the citizenship of our republic. This is somebody else's responsibility, but we are forced to do it because we have the interests of the nation at heart.
So what really is Ruto up to? Well, analysts argue the Deputy President appears to have cunningly noticed a power vacuum, likely to enhance his chances in the State House race, following the Kenyatta-Odinga truce that has seemingly extinguished the ODM leader's political fray that has for decades informed opposition politics across all electioneering phases in post-independent Kenya. A strategy seen to target none other than Ruto's boss, President Kenyatta, who has publicly accused his deputy of abdicating his official duties for car rooftops.
Mambo ya kuongea maneno matuputupu huko, hakuna kitu unafanya. Unaenda huko, huko kazi haifanywi juu ya gari, inafanywa kwa maofisi, kwa mahospitali.
Ruto is part and parcel of the presidency. He is the principal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta and therefore must be loyal to Uhuru Kenyatta.
We have been going through bills, going through budget policy statements, and we have been suggesting amendments that are pro-common mwananchi. But you see, again, government will be able to gang up to shoot them down.
What we have is parliament to oversight the executive. Whether I'm ODM or you're in Jubilee, our work is to oversight the role, the work of the executive.
But how far can Ruto stretch the onslaught on his boss?
You cannot criticize government and you are still part of that government. You come out badly, especially among serious Kenyans. They see you coming out extremely badly. You have the option of leaving government and then criticizing government from outside. That is the way things are done.
Greedy people who are supposed to be discharging their responsibility on the other side of government, because of greed, decided to come and become cartels and barons in government.
Well, let's just say with the economy at the center of the 2022 debate, and the blame game between Ruto on one side against the combined front of Kenyatta and Odinga on who should take the fall for the high cost of living. The bitter Jubilee fallout is no doubt poised to escalate as the August 9th duel beckons. Muromi Mwangi, KTN News.
Now, let's cross the borders. Burkina Faso's former president, Blaise Compaoré, has been sentenced to life imprisonment for the 1987 murder of his predecessor, Thomas Sankara.